Hey everybody, it's Jen and welcome to your week 6 cardio explanation. So this is going to be explaining the cardio workout that was sent out. One of the things that I put in the email was that what I'm hearing back from people is that they are starting to experience a drop in motivation. What the goal was for this week is to make things seem smaller so that it's not quite such a monumental task to get started with your workout. This week's workout has 4 blocks of work. Each block is about 4 minutes long. With that, they are about 10 minutes each. So maybe if you're struggling to get going, pick the block that looks like the most fun to you and do just 10 minutes. A lot of times what you'll find is if you get started with 10 minutes, you'll want to keep going. But if you only get 10 minutes in, that's still fantastic, especially on a day that you didn't want to work out and it was a struggle just to get started. Okay, now that you kind of know the why behind the workout, let's talk about the different movements and the intervals. So we're starting off with a warm-up, and we'll be doing this one live if you actually want to be coached through it, you guys. So we'll get a warm-up in. So if you're doing this on your own, get a warm-up in. Each movement is 30 seconds long with 10 seconds in between movements. We've got 4 movements and we're going to go for 3 rounds. So if you're setting up a timer, this is what it's going to look like. 30, 10, 30, 10, 30, 10, 30, 10, 3 rounds of that. At the end of the 3 rounds of that, you are going to have a 2-minute solid cardio section, and that's going to give you a chance to do something that you want to do. Maybe it's run up and down the street. Maybe it's run up and down your staircase. Maybe it's jump rope. If you have a treadmill, hop on the treadmill. If you've got an elliptical, hop on the elliptical. If you've got a rower, you see where I'm going, right? You're going to do some form of steady state cardio for 2 minutes, and then you'll move on to the next block. I will include a photo of the timer on our group Facebook page. If you have any questions on that, reach out to me. All right, let's talk about these movements. Okay, our first movement is a high knee run with the hands up. Hands are going to come over the head, and it's exactly how it sounds. Now, if you don't like the arms, feel free to ditch them and just keep the arms by your side. If you don't want to run, know that a march is a fantastic option there. Our next move is a jump lunge heel with a switch. So we're going to go lunge, heel, switch, heel, switch, heel, switch. If you don't want to jump, heel, lunge, step, heel, step. Okay? All right. Next move is called diagonal push-ups. You're going to do a push-up, and then you bring your wrist across your body to your knee. So full out looks like push up and pull in. Push up and pull in. If you don't want to do it on your toes, it's easiest on this one to just do push-ups on the knees rather than trying to take in the diagonal. Sometimes when you start trying to make a push-up a little bit more advanced by doing the tuck in, the shoulder taps. If you're not at a point where you feel like you're doing push-ups really strong, sometimes it's better to focus just on doing the push-up than bringing in those different things, okay? So if you don't want to go to the toes, let's keep you on your knees, focusing on strong push-ups. We only have one more move in this set. All right, we have a lateral squat jump too. So that's a jump, jump, and then a butt kicker. What if you don't want to do the butt kicker? Lateral, lateral, ham curl. Lateral, lateral, ham curl. So you'll do one on each side, okay? Good news is you don't have to count anything on this workout. Whew! Heart rate's coming up just with the explanation. Let me show the full out one more time. Side, side, and jump. That was your full block 1. Let's shift over and take a look at block 2. Leap, leap, 1, 2, 3. Super quick, you guys. If you're doing this one and you don't have much space, just stay with a lateral leap or with a lateral step touch. If you have space, like you're doing this in a garage, then definitely feel free to add on the 1, 2, 3. Looks like this. Leap, leap, 1, 2, 3. Leap, leap, 1, 2, 3. Notice how I'm turning my chest and I'm actually running in the direction that I'm going. So I'm not staying sideways and crossing. I'm actually turned and advancing that way, which should allow you to travel pretty wide and then coming back. Again, if you want to take some of that impact out, step, step, 1, 2, 3. Step, step, 1, 2, 3. But notice again, I am turning. So trying to actually make yourself advance in that direction. Burpee to a tricep push-up. Woo! All right, so it's exactly how it sounds, right? Burpee, tricep push-up. Obviously, you can do this one very easily on your knees as well. I keep meaning to grab a bench. Give me 1 second. If that's a little bit too much and you want to modify it, oh man, I almost got it over here with all the legs. 1 second, let me grab the rest of the legs. Every time you lift these up, the legs just fall right back off. Okay, so let's imagine this is a coffee table in your house. And say you want to do the burpee push-up, you can come down burpee, push-up, and up. Having an elevated surface can be so helpful if you have any low back issues or if you have any shoulder issues, that it's just too much pressure on that joint, okay? All right, our next move, love this one. 4 pull squats, 3, 4, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, jump. 1. So notice, on my jump, I'm not loading. So it's basically the pressure you got in your legs right here, 3, 4, up. All right? Resist the urge to swing the arms on this one. If you don't want to jump, 4, and up on the balls of the feet. Okay? That's your entire set 2. Let's take a look at block 3. Tire run 4 and jack 4. I'm just going to scoot this over a tiny little bit. Okay, so tire run 4 times. 3, 4, jack 4. Keep in mind, if you want to keep it a little bit less impact, keep your run lower and then take your jack to a step out instead. Whew! Push up plank jack. I'm going to show it on the floor, then I'm going to show it on the bench. So it's exactly how it sounds. Push up, and then jack your feet out and in. Push up, plank jack. Now again, if you want to try and stay on the toes, a good option, if you're not quite ready to go to the floor, is to do it on an elevated surface. Push up, plank jack, or push up and tap out. Okay? Whew! You can always do this again on your knees and just drop the plank jack. 2 foot to 1 foot. Back up just a little bit. On the 2 foot, 1 foot, we're down in a squat, feet are wide, and from that wide position, 1 foot's gonna land directly in the center as you move forward. 1 foot, 2 foot. 1 foot, 2 foot. I wanna show you from the side. So you can see, I am moving forward, and as I land, that knee is bent, so I can find that balance and that stability through my quad, all right? Hips are back so the glutes and hips can help as well. If you don't want to jump, 2 foot, 1 foot. 2 foot, 1 foot. But we actually want to still try and go onto that 1 foot to find that solid balance. Next up, squat jump, 2, in and tuck. So you're going to take that last landing in your squat jump, come in, use that as a load before you go into the tuck. Let's show you full out. Squat jump, 2, in, tuck. Squat jump 2, notice the landing, in, tuck. So you're actually landing, loading, then pushing, okay? If not your thing, no problem. You're gonna rock out squat jumps with no concern about that tuck jump. All right? That was set 3. Let's move on to number 4. Triple step with a side step. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you're just stepping to the side. Lower for less impact. Whew! Getting tough. Burpee clap to a burpee air jack. Burpee, clap back, burpee, air jack, burpee, clap back, burpee, air jack. Great option. Just do the burpee clap back. All right? A little bit less impact. And if you're using that elevated surface, a little less strain on the low back. All right, 2 moves to go. We have a hand release push up coming up next, where you're just lifting the hands a little bit off the floor. Really good one to do on the knees as well. Okay? And your last move, long jump with a shuffle back. I'm gonna go ahead and turn side on so you can see my landing. Long jump, shuffle back. Watch that landing again. Where are my hips at? Where are my knees at? My hips are back, my knees are behind my toes. Notice that I'm landing in a deep squat before I go into my shuffle. What that's doing is putting all of the load from the landing into my muscles rather than into the joints where we don't want it. By absorbing in, you're putting the work right where it should be. All right? So don't be in such a rush that you start doing this and you have kind of some of those goofy landings. Really let yourself absorb down in the legs. If you don't want to jump, great option. Step and shuffle. And then just alternate which foot that you step with. But did you notice that I was still landing here so that the work was down in the legs? Whew! All right. If you're doing all 4 blocks plus a warm-up, it's going to be around 47 minutes, okay? Possibly a little longer, a little shorter, depending on how long you do your warm-up for. Again, if you do this on your own, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 3 rounds, and then a 2-minute cardio block where maybe you're running up and down the street, up and down your stairs, jump rope, rower, whatever it is you've got for cardio. Just make sure that you enjoy it, all right? You know what to do if you've got any questions. Hit me up via email, messenger, any of the normal ways, and I hope you love this week's cardio. And if you decide to start off with 10 minutes, you guys, it's exactly what it was designed for. See you soon.